Hi everybody, it's Cindy, that crafting lady. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Today I'm participating in another challenge. It's Salvage Saturday, and it is hosted by Melissa from Melissa Makes It DIY and Zaina from OK at Home DIY. I will list the playlist for this challenge and both of the host channels in the description box below. So please check out the playlist and both the host channels. I hope you like my little salvage that I've got going on, and so let's get crafting. What you're going to need for this DIY is some paint sticks. These my husband brought home because they were going to throw them out at work, and they just been kind of hanging out here at the house. So I thought I would use these to make something special. So I actually have 5 of them, 4 that we're going to put together, and 1 that I cut in half. Okay, this half we're not going to use, but I am going to save it for, I don't know, something. I will make something out of this. You're going to see it in an upcoming video, I'm sure. I haven't figured out what yet, though. All right, so the first thing we've got to do is put these together. So I want to lay them out with just a little teeny bit of space kind of between them. So I'm just going to kind of futz with it here a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to use on the back, I'm going to use some popsicle sticks to hold it together. And I want to use some E6000 so that way I know it's not going to fall apart on me. So let me get that on there nice and tight. And I'll use another craft stick to put a little bit of E6000 onto my popsicle stick where I want it. Actually, you know what I should do is put it where I want it on here. A little bit there, a little bit there, just a little bit on each one. And so that we don't have to wait for the E6000 to cure, I am going to use a little bit of my glue gun. I think this is such a cool trick because I have never used 2 kinds of glue in a project before starting my YouTube channel, because I didn't know you could do that. I can't remember whose channel I found it out on, but it's a really cool trick. So let's put that in there. Good. And we're going to do probably 3 of them just to make it nice and symmetrical. So do 1 there, we'll do 1 at the bottom, and then we're going to do 1 in the middle. So this way you get quick hold from the glue stick and permanent hold from the E6000. And of course I'm using my Surebonder because why not? Stick with the best, right? All right, this one I want to move over just a little. There we go, before it sticks. And let's do a 3rd one right in the middle. A little more E6000, and then some of my hot glue. Probably don't need the hot glue on this one because the other 2 will keep it, but better safe than sorry, right? That's what I always say. There we go. All right, all 3 are stuck down. So let's turn it over to the front. And that's kind of how I did it. See, I put them together so there's just a little space. So it kind of looks like a really close picket fence. All right. So the one that I cut, when I cut it, I measured it so that it would be just a little bit longer than all 4 of these put together. So this kind of makes the hat. What am I making? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm making a snowman. Okay. So again, we're going to put some E6000 and use my Surebonder to get it to stick. sauce. And I'm going to center that little piece kind of right there at the top. So that's what that looks like now. So now we need to paint. So the snowman bottom here is going to be white and the top is going to be black for his hat. So grab a paintbrush and let's get some white on here. This might take a couple coats, and you're probably not going to want to sit here and watch me paint, so I am going to speed it up. Okay, so my white is done. I did paint the back of it too, just so that it looks a little finished. I think I'm going to need to put some paper towel down to cover up that paint so I don't get white in my black. Now I'm going to do the black. I love these little dollar store plates, and I use them for everything. If you don't have a paint palette handy, and I couldn't find my paint palette, makes a great paint palette. So I'm going to use that. Another brush here. And we'll paint his hat black. Got glue strings everywhere. I'm messy when it comes to glue. Okay, so now we're painted, and I am going to let this completely dry and go get cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this project. All right, so it's completely dry, and I think it looks good. It's starting to look like a snowman, right? So let's give it a face. I got out my button tin. Now, my husband calls this Schrodinger's tin because is it cookies or is it buttons? You'll never know unless you open it. So this one's buttons, and I'll share with you my button collection. I've got a lot of buttons. I take them off of all of the clothes that are no longer any good. I usually repurpose the fabric and stuff too, so I try to save as much as I can. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Kind of words I live by. So I picked out these two. They're really dark gray. They're not quite black buttons, but I want to use these. So I'm going to decide where I want them on my little snowman here. Actually, they look a little big. I may have to pick out some smaller ones. This may take me a while. There's one. See if I can find two that are the same fairly quickly, huh? What do you think? Or do they have to be the same? I don't know. Oh, I think I did. I think I did. Nope, I didn't. This is so much. I love sorting through buttons, though. I think I might have found another one. No. Look at that. I got 3 different ones. Okay, so the first one that I find that matches will be my winner. Let's see if I have a match in here. I'm sure I do. There's so many buttons in here. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Buttons. And more buttons. You're going everywhere. Oh, look at this button. He's cute. I'll have to use him on something. Definitely. Alright, I guess I'm just going to go with the bigger ones, even though, well, you know. Oh, I found 2 smaller ones. I like these better. Perfect. So, there. Yeah, I like the look of that better. Much better. Okay, so we have eyes, and now we need a nose. And what I think I'm going to do for the nose is some burlap. Just going to take like a little triangle of burlap and give him a nose. So let's see how I want to cut this. Just kind of like that, and I'm going to trim off these little edges because I don't want all the little edges, guys. All right, that looks a little too big. See, I'm thinking my snowman's bigger than he actually is. There, I like that nose. Very good. And then I'm going to glue those down before I give him a mouth. So a little bit of my hot glue with my Surebonder. One eye goes right there. And let's give him a second eye so he can see. There. And now let's glue down his nose. Let's smell all those great Christmas smells, right? Gingerbread and apple pie. What are your favorite desserts for Christmas and such? List them in the comments. Maybe it'll give me something new to make this year. Is he starting to look like a snowman? I think so. Alright, so next I'm going to give him a little smile. And I'm just going to use a Sharpie. I have a fine point Sharpie. My kitty's meowing in the background. Sorry about that, guys. And we're just going to give him a little squiggly smile. Onto this one. There we go. All right. And now I'll make it a little bit more defined. Because it's got to have a big mouth, right? Everybody in this house has a big mouth. Guess I could have used paint, but the Sharpie's working pretty good. Plus I'm better with a pen than I am with a paintbrush. There, he has a cute little smile now. He's still missing a few things. I think he needs some decorations on his hat. And I'm not sure which way I want to go with that. I was thinking about putting maybe some leaves and some itty bitty pine cones. But then I saw this little teeny red flower and thought maybe I'll use that. I know he needs the greenery, but these leaves are a little big, so I'm going to cut them apart so I can kind of put them together a little nicer. Because I don't like the way that they're put together. So I'm going to glue those down first, and then we'll decide if we're going to do the pine cones or if we're going to do the flower. We'll see which one looks better. Glue. Oh, it's starting to look better already just with the leaves. Do I need 3? Yeah, I think I need 3. He needs to be extra special. All right, flower. or pine cones? I like the flower. We're going to go with flower. And there's 2 pieces to this flower. So the bigger one goes down first. And then I'll put the smaller one in the middle because that's how it came apart from the pick. It was a Dollar Tree pick, and the leaves were left over from another Dollar Tree pick that I used in a different project. So never throw anything away. You can always use it for something. And then this, believe it or not, was from one of the projects I did the other day. It fell off and I found it on the floor. It's just like a little white holly berry. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I think the cat was playing with it and that's why it was on the floor. Can't leave anything around because the cat will get it, and if the cat doesn't get it, the dog's definitely going to get it. Get rid of my extra hot glue strings that are all over the place. Oh, look. I think he's starting to look special, but he's still missing something. He needs a scarf. So I have this piece of wool fabric that has been laying around forever, and I just ripped a piece, but this might be, no, I think it's going to be perfect. So put it around back, and we will tie it, and I'll probably hot glue it down so it doesn't come off, but we'll tie it around his neck as a nice little scarf. But I think I'm going to tie it on the other side from the flowers. Tie, tie, tie. There we go. All right, good, 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 good. Oh yeah, that's starting to look nice. Now I just need to cut it to length. And I think we're just going to cut it straight across. Now he looks like a snowman. This side's got to go up a little. And then I'm going to put just a little hot glue, going to scooch some under here just so that it doesn't move. Right under the knot. And I really like the fact that this is kind of frayed and stuff, so I may trim it just a little just to take some of the bigger frays off, but I'm not going to go crazy. I like it the way it is. Okay, there is my completed snowman. My Saturday salvage project. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to check out the playlist of all the other wonderful videos in this playlist, and to check out the hosts, Melissa from Melissa Makes It DIY and Zaina from OK at Home DIY. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate you doing so. It helps my channel grow. Click the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload more videos. And until next time, live fully, love deeply, and learn something new every day. Bye, guys.